Hi everyone! If you have massage salon business idea, this video is for you. Today, we will introduce financial model that will help you to evaluate the following parameters of your business idea. How much financing is needed? What is the payback period? Revenues? Profits? Sensitivity analysis? And finally, scenario analysis. The link to download this model will be placed in the description of this video. We can also automate your reporting environment using Excel or Power BI tools. You can also check out other financial models and Power BI tutorials for a business owner. All links you will be able to find in the description of this video. If you find this content valuable, please hit the subscribe button and give us a like. Share your video with your friends who have their own businesses.
First of all, we will introduce a rule saying that all inputs in our model will be marked with blue color. That will help us identify all the inputs across the model. Here, we're setting up the first year of financial projections. Then, we're setting up the list of massage services that we're going to give to the customers. We can name them one by one. Next column, we can switch on and switch off each massage service from the project and see the cash flow with or without this or that service. This will help you see how each specific service affects the payback period, revenues, profit, and other financials.
Next column is pricing for each massage service. Then we have two columns with coefficients for the pricing. First one is local. We can increase or decrease this coefficient and see what will happen to the cash flow if the price will be 30% lower or 20% higher than the base price. This coefficient is added to each massage service.
Next pricing coefficient is global. It increases all pricing on this or that percentage amount. Global coefficient will simplify scenario modeling because you can quickly increase or decrease all the prices in one go. Then we have a column where we can set up the percentage for direct costs sitting inside massage price.
Then we have local and global coefficients for the level of direct costs. Next column describes the duration of massage services in minutes. We will need this parameter later when we will be looking at working time occupancy. Also, we have global and local coefficients for the services.
Next block of inputs. Here, we start dealing with typical week. First column sets up the amount of working hours per day. This model calculates daily revenues, direct costs, and the amount of hours needed to do the amount of services that we will be specifying later. Last column is time occupancy. If this parameter is bigger than the working hours, we will see red color here.
Next block of inputs. Here we have typical week again, but at this time we will be specifying what services will be done each day. If we exceed the working hours, we will see here red. So here we are describing every day of a typical week, what services we are going to do. We may also have some seasonality not only inside a typical week, but also inside a typical year. Here we can set up seasonality coefficient for each month inside a typical year.
Then we're specifying when we start the operating activity, month and year, when we are ready for the first customers. When we start a new business, we won't be able to reach the target revenues right from the first month of operating activity. Here, we can specify the percentage of target revenues. This parameter is very important and will affect the amount of operating losses inside the cash flow statement. Here it is. Let's look at it. and the amount of operating losses will affect total amount of financing that you will need to start this business idea. So this percentage value is sensitive to the amount of financing which is needed to start this business.
Let's move to investment plan. Green column is the month when we start our operating activity and get the first revenues. Now we are moving backwards. Here we are specifying what we are investing in. There is a chronology on the top, so in this area we are specifying how much we are investing in and when.
Fixed costs. Fixed cost item, monthly value for expenses, payroll. List of positions is here. Then we specify the salary per person per month on each position. Next column. We need to set up the amount of people on each position. Then we have loan parameters. Amount of loan, when we get this loan, year and month, term of loan in months, interest rate, and grace periods for principal and interest payments in months.
Let's move to taxes. We have 4 possible taxes: revenue, payroll, profit, and asset tax. Here we need to specify the monthly values in percentage and in absolute values for asset tax. Here we can see the cash flow. We can press plus buttons to see all the details. For revenues, direct costs, fixed costs, payroll and taxes, and investment plan.
The result from operating activity will show us how much we earn without a loan payment and investment plan expenses. The result from investment activity will show us what we need to invest in, how much, and when. Then we have the result from financing activity. During the first stage of the project, it shows equity and loan inflow inside our business idea. On the second stage, it shows loan payments and how they correspond with the result from operating activity. The last line of the cash flow statement, which is cash balance at the end of the period, shows us on the first stage how our project consumes equity and loan. On the second stage, it shows how much cash will be generated by our business idea by this or that moment in the future.
Moving to the next tab. Here we can see monthly values for the revenues, costs, profit, and profitability. Next tab, simple and discounted payback period. The point when the diagram crosses the timeline is the payback moment.
Internal rate of return calculation. Here we need to specify yearly discount rate. For internal rate of return calculation, we also need the increment. When positive net present value turns to negative, this discount rate will become the internal rate of return.
Sensitivity analysis. We can add this parameter to any revenues or costs inputs across our model. Then, pressing Sense button, and you will see how financials react if revenues or expenses will grow or go down. You can add sensitivity parameter to any input. That's how it works. The link to download this model will be placed in the description of this video. We can also automate your reporting environment using Excel or Power BI tools. You can also check out other financial models and Power BI tutorials for a business owner. All the links you will be able to find in the description of this video. If you find this content valuable, please hit the subscribe button and give us a like. Share this video with your friends who have their own business.
See you in next videos. Stay tuned.